We here? We are here. What's up, everybody? What is going on? Make sure this camera angle look right. Y'all can see a bitch real good. What's up, y'all? Let me tell y'all, I was looking at this, looking at y'all popping up. So y'all been waiting for tonight. I seen some of y'all join in. P. Marcel was the first person that joined in tonight. So then it was Foxy Brown, then Lori in. So I seen y'all waiting over here. So y'all been waiting for tonight. Y'all been waiting. So tonight is going to be a very special night. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a entertaining night. It's going to be very informational. It's going to be a night to, if you got any questions, definitely ask your questions. Definitely think outside the box. It's gonna be real good. So we got a very special guest that is coming on to share his story. So make sure any questions or anything that you thought was or could be ask the questions. That's what we here for. So I'm gonna let these people tune on in and let a couple more people come on in. Those who got their cups, got their drinks, drop y'all glasses in the comment box. Y'all know how we do. It's time to drink and talk and have fun. What's up, Erica? What's up, Anthony? Look who tuned in tonight. Hey, K. Smith. Hey, Amber. Amber over here, y'all. She tried to dog me out last night when we was over there talking with Craig last night. She tried to switch up a little bit, but that's all right. We're gonna let her over here tonight. We're gonna let her over here tonight. So I'm not drinking Crown Royal tonight. I'm drinking mango margarita. So I just switched it up a little bit tonight. All right, Wayne, Lorianne got their cup. Y'all, Juice Box, come on over here to YouTube. Looking good in that black niece. All right. So I'm gonna get ready and bring on the guest, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself. You ready?
Hey everybody, what's going on?
What's going on? How are you, sir?
I am doing wonderful.
That's good. Welcome to the show. Welcome along.
Period.
So it's funny. The first thing you asked me during sound check was, "Do I remember you?" I know a lot of people. It wasn't no shade when you was like, "Do you remember me?" So I didn't want you to think I was being shady. I really wasn't, because I know a lot of people, and I have
Right.
seen you around, but I haven't actually had a actual
Conversation.
conversation with you. So it was just like, "Hey, I see him. I see who he hang around," but
Hmm.
I never really had a conversation with you. So when you shared your story back, I think it was in December, I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, let
World
me reach
AIDS
out
Day.
to him." So I reached out to you, and a couple of people actually hit me up when I posted the status saying about anybody that's positive or want to share their story, etc., etc.
Hmm.
And you popped in my head. So it was you and someone else that I thought about. So
Hmm.
don't think I was being shady. Just know, like I tell everybody, like it's people.
Never that. Never
So
that.
like I
Never
tell
that.
people all the time, it's people who are watching now who aren't subscribed to my channel. So don't
Right.
think people don't be watching you, because I definitely was watching. I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." All right, we got a first timer, Mr. KJ, in here for the first time. Welcome aboard. Norda finally came over here from Instagram. So introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are. Tell the people where they can find you at on social media, where they can find you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want to advertise before we dive in into everything.
All right. So my name is Michael. I go by Mikey Banks. My Instagram is Mikey underscore Banks 92. So is my Twitter. You can find me on Clubhouse. Same thing, Mikey underscore Banks. I host a lot of basically this versus that, or um very much HIV awareness things.
Mhm.
Um what else? I'm in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm bi-coastal. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Orlando. Period. Um
Okay. All right, Florida. You know I'm from Florida. I'm from
Period.
Miami.
Pine Hills. Period.
Yeah. I don't know about the middle part of Florida. I just know about the bottom, the dirty south. So that's all
Oh.
I really know about.
And then on top of that, I do makeup here and there, but I do it for myself. I do looks. So I get palettes, I do looks, that's it.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, welcome aboard. Welcome to the show. Y'all who over here on Instagram, y'all run over to YouTube, the real Keon Stafford. Go over to YouTube so you can see the actual full effect on the show. So the first thing
Mhm.
I want to ask you is, where did it start? How did it start?
How did
How did your journey begin? Let's go from there.
all right. So
Where is and if I'm asking too much, which I know we pretty much
you
talked about.
no, you ain't gotta say that. You ain't gotta say
Okay.
that. All right. So disclaimer, I'm very animated. So the colors are the moods that I'm going through. So we're going through the first mood. My the start of my journey with HIV. Um, we're going to red. Um, it was actually 2017 on my birthday.
Okay.
I was going to the hospital for something else. I had a cyst, and it was
Hmm.
really big, and I was in total pain. So I went to Grady. They saw me immediately because this cyst was just too big.
Okay.
Um, the lady who was checking me in and taking, my blood and my vitals and stuff like that, she was
Hmm.
like, would you like to take a HIV test? Um, it's free. I was like, yeah, girl, go ahead. Take all that blood.
Okay.
And she did it. Um, then they had admitted me. I was in the room. They had ended up popping the cyst and all that, blah, blah, blah. I was chilling in the bed, and it was one between 1:30 and 1:45 in the morning the next day.
Okay.
The main doctor had came in and was like, okay, well, your surgery is going to be at 8 o'clock. But, however, I have to tell you something. My mind was not thinking about the HIV because I take HIV tests every 6 months. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm not even thinking about it.
Hmm.
So when he said, you know, I got to tell you something, I was thinking it was something about the surgery.
About the surgery, right?
So he closed the blinds. I was like, this must be serious. Oh my God. Um, and he was like, your HIV test came back. I was like, okay, what happened? He said, you tested HIV positive. When I tell you my body, my whole, like, you ever seen them cartoons of the character losing their color and they going white?
You lost it. You didn't.
I lost everything and it was no emotion. I was just staring. I was like, so when he was telling me, and this is what I give to the doctors that I've had in the past, they'll tell you, but they'll comfort you.
Right. Right.
He was like, you got it, but it's a way that we could make it seem like you don't have it.
Okay.
And it is a way.
Okay, which I'm
Um,
following you. I know what you know. So I want you to, when you're talking, which I'm gonna ask you questions and everything. So a lot of people know about HIV, but a lot of people are not
they don't
educated
know.
on it. You know,
They
they
know, but they
know, but they
know.
don't know. So I'm following you. I see where you're going. It's like,
Hmm.
so we're gonna pause right there before we
Right,
go into
right.
everything else. So once he told you, you know, you're like, oh my God, what the hell?
Hmm.
What the fuck? I know emotions everywhere.
Right.
I can't tell you how you felt. Only you know how you felt. You can go back to that day time.
It was
Um,
like a ice cube.
right. So my next question to you is, were you in, is your situation or your journey to this, did it start from someone that you knew or someone that you didn't know?
It was somebody that I loved.
Okay. Okay. It was somebody that you love. Okay. Were you guys dating or
Yeah,
okay? Did he, apparently he didn't tell you.
he didn't know.
Oh, he didn't know.
He didn't know himself. That's why I always say get tested.
Hmm. Right. Okay. So what was his reaction once you told him?
Child, Lord. Um, it was one of those situations where, and it's not how I planned it to come out, but it just ended up being that way because I was just frustrated. But I told him while we was out, mind you, we still in a relationship.
Hmm.
I told him while we was out, and before I even told him, it was stuff going on
Hmm.
through that day that was irritating me.
Hmm. And it's okay. Look, let me tell you this. It's okay to cry. It's okay to
Yeah, yeah,
laugh.
yeah. I got my
It's
tissues right
okay.
here.
Look,
I got
on
my
here,
tissues right
let me tell you,
here.
because I can tell you in a few minutes there's gonna be people dropping in the comment box, bitch. They're gonna be crying with you. So
Right.
it's
I got
okay
my
to
tissue. I
let it
got my
out.
tissue
We
right there.
family here, so let me
But
just say that because I know it's gonna take you back to, it's
yeah,
gonna activate everything all over again. So this story is definitely gonna help somebody
right.
that is watching, because truth be
And
told,
I
people
really
out
hope
here that's
this. I
positive
really hope
that
this
don't
does.
know.
That's my thing. I hope my story helps somebody else. Um, we was out literally shopping, and I was being.
Y'all over there
I'm not gonna lie. I was
watching
being
YouTube,
dismissive.
if y'all
I wasn't
watching
connecting.
from YouTube, the
This
real
was a day where I wasn't. I was just being like a robot. And
mm-hmm.
he kept on asking me, "What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?" And I got irritated when he kept on keep on like people ask me who like what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't want to tell you at the point, but he kept on asking me. That's the type he's
Mm-hmm.
aggressive.
Okay.
And I got to the point and we was on the corner of Lee Street and we was right in front of the West End Mall. And he asked me one more time. And I told him, shut the fuck up. Can I cuss on this?
Yeah, baby, this is real. We're all adults over here. Everybody on my
I
channel is
told
21
him,
plus. So be you.
shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue our day because I don't want to ruin this. And he stopped. He grabbed my arm. He was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm.
And I yelled out loud, you gave me HIV. Mind you, if you are from Atlanta, you know what West End gives, the corner by the West End Mall. You
All
know
right,
who,
Lee Street. You better
okay, you know what
you
the
know where Lee
boys
Street at,
give.
y'all.
You know what the boys give. The boys over there, back then they, I got that loud, I got that loud, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at me. He was like, the fuck you talking about? And I said it again. And between the time that I said it again and me realizing that I'm fighting this boy,
Mm-hmm.
I still to this day don't know what made us start fighting. I
Mm-hmm.
may have said something, he may have said something, but we started fighting in that street.
The emotions of one,
High,
yeah, high,
high.
of you finding out. Now I got to find. I have found out this information. In most cases, like you said, people don't know. A lot of us are scared to go get tested.
Right.
And then also in our community, you
Exactly.
have people who scare you. You know, and it's sad to say, but growing up, we were taught if you're gay, you're gonna have HIV.
Right.
In most cases, people don't know. Not everyone is out there sleeping around because they think for a long time they thought when you think of gay men and you think of people, you think of them just sleeping around, just out here hoeing, doing whatever. In most cases, some people don't know. In some cases, you have people who do know and they won't let their spouse know, or
Right.
it's just different things. A lot of people are ashamed of it, and it's, in some ways, for a long time, it was kind of swept under the rug as well.
Exactly.
So I'm glad to see now more people are accepting it and more people are speaking out on it and
Mhm.
more people are not afraid to date and say, hey, this is my status, or what's your status? Hey, let's go get tested together. So forth and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So after you talk, we're gonna jump back to y'all got the fighting.
Mhm.
What happened then? What happened after that?
The boys on the corner had broke us up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we were together for the point of like we know, like when we look at each other, we know what we're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew he was cool. He knew I was cool. So we walked off. We went to the West End train station. We got on the
Okay.
train station. We was cool, but we was bloody.
Wow.
And riding home, we was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
When we got home, he came in the room and he was like, "How long have you known?" I didn't say nothing. That's the type of person I am. When I'm mad, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll tell you when I'm ready. I told you enough of what you need to know because I'm mad. Let me calm down and tell you the history. Hey, Queen. Oh, Queen. Hey, Queen. Okay. Um. Um. So a couple days after,
Mm-hmm.
I actually told him. I told him, you gave me it because I'm not fucking with nobody else
Come
but you.
to YouTube. Like I'm just recording on Instagram. So come over
I'm
here.
not fucking with nobody else but you. But
Mm-hmm.
um, what had and well, anyways, that was the end of that. I want you to ask the question after that.
Okay.
But I told him I got it from him.
Okay. So did you? How long did it take you to tell your parents or your close friends, or how long did
The
to get
first
to that point?
exact person that I told was my roommate at that time.
Okay.
Cause I told my roommate, cause we were the closest. Me and her, she vibed with me more.
Okay.
So she was like, and I'll tell you this right now, this was a whole mistake, me telling her. I told her because we was the closest, and she was like, oh my God, oh my God. She was just like, teary eyed and stuff like that, acting like she cared and stuff like that. In the long run, she did it. Um, but after that, fuck her. Um, the first person actually that's really close to me and dear to my heart is my sister. I told her.
Mm-hmm.
My sister is like my mother. She cried. Um, but I had to tell her, like, I'm gonna get through this. Like, it's gonna be okay. I'm not finna die. It's just like it's like having diabetes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And then after that, after we, I calmed her down. She was like, how are we gonna tell the family? I was like, I'll tell the family. I me. I will tell the family when I'm ready to tell the family.
Okay.
Um, I told her and my best friend at the time that I was HIV positive. My gay kids didn't know at the time. Um, my only one of my gay parents knew at the time. Um, we don't even talk till this day. But I told like probably 4 people at the most.
Okay. And for those who are just tuning in, this is Mikey. Mikey is telling his story about him becoming HIV positive, and we're going to get into some things. We're going to
This
talk
is some
about
things, honey.
we're going to get into more depth and talk about different things. And if you guys have any questions, definitely write them in the comment box. We're answering them as I'm asking questions. If you want to ask him anything, just put it in the comment box, and if I get to, I can get to you. And definitely bring it up and everything. So Mikey's been HIV positive since 2017.
Yep. On my birthday.
Wow. So that's what's when you say on your birthday, you're supposed to be turning up, celebrating another
Yeah, I was supposed to
year.
be turned up, but I was sick. I was in pain, and I found that shit out.
Yeah. But like you say, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. I
We
swear
have,
it's not.
it's more medicine now. It's more programs. It's more
Mm-hmm.
things to
Yep.
help people who are positive out now.
Exactly.
It's more support than back in the day.
Right.
Like back in the day, it was kind of like swept under the rug. It was
Mm-hmm.
okay. Hey, you got it. That is what it is. But
It is
it's
what
more
it
people
is. Like,
stepping up, saying, hey, I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna push through. This is my new truth. Like you say, this is my new reality. My reality just different from yours.
right.
So after you got past that, how long did it take you to really just accept yourself from being positive?
It took me. It took me probably. I want to say less than a year, but more than 7 months. It took me less than a year, but more than 6 months. Um, in that time, in this time, I've never told any of my friends, my family, or nothing like that. In that time, I tried to kill myself probably like 3 times.
Mm.
I tried to commit suicide about 3 times. For the simple fact that everything was haywire in that time. I just got a new job that the schedule was crazy. I just broke up with who I thought was the love of my life. I'm literally moving from place to place. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a couch hopper. At that time, I was depressed. So one day I literally came from work and I was just exhausted. I was exhausted. And usually when I'm exhausted, I pop a bottle of wine, drink it, and go about my day. But this day, it was just my mind went into a dark place where I was just piling things on top of 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 things, and I got overweighted.
You're at your breaking point at this point.
At this point, yes, exactly. I was at my breaking point, and I decided to sit there and go to the corner store. Stupid. You know, at the corner store, they send you the little 2-pack Tylenol PM.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to buy 20 of them.
Mm.
From the money I made at work. I was at this point I was working at Cafe Circa.
Okay.
I got 20 of them. I opened each pack, and I opened each pack slowly.
Mm.
I laid them in front of me. Nobody was home at that time. I was living with my old gay father and a roommate.
Okay.
I put on the table. I put on the counter. I put on the counter. I opened everyone. Put on the counter. I had a bottle of Hennessy. drunk half of it. I didn't really care about my life, so I drunk half of it, like chugged it, no stopping. Threw up, kept going. After I got the feeling that I went, when you drink too much, you get that feeling of no. It's like,
I feel good.
ooh,
I'm
like
moving. I'm about to fall
the
out.
car place thing. Ooh, that.
Mm-hmm.
I got that feeling, and I took all the pills, shoved them in my mouth, and I went with the other half of the Hennessy. Ooh. Thank God I can't swallow all of that.
Okay. Because that was going to be my next question. What happened?
I cannot swallow all of that. Nobody could swallow all of that. I ended up throwing up. And I threw up probably 90% of what I swallowed.
What you swallowed.
However, I cleaned it up. However, after that, I did pass out because I still got a whole bunch of, I still probably got like 3 or 4 pills in me. They're PMs. I'm going to pass out.
Right.
I woke up the next morning and I literally said to myself, I said, damn, it's not for me. Suicide is not for me.
It's not for you.
It's not. But yeah.
Everything happened for a reason. So it wasn't even though you
It wasn't my time.
Yeah, it wasn't your time. Even though you thought, hey, my life is over with. I can't live with this shit. I don't know how. I'm finna move forward. At the time, just hearing you tell your story, you didn't have anyone really there to fully support you. So it's like, I trusted somebody. He that gave me this. I don't know who to trust at the moment. So I know you went through your period of time where you didn't have nobody to trust. You couldn't, you're thinking in what you're taught is once you have, you're gonna be full-blown AIDS, you ain't gonna be able to live. So I know it's probably different emotions, different things that are going through your head.
Mm-hmm.
I see some people in the comment box saying, back in the day, that they were it was full-blown AIDS. They didn't have the proper medicine nowadays like they had back in the day.
But okay, so the thing with that and what I've learned is it became full-blown AIDS because a lot of people had it before it even came out. And they didn't know. That's why when people went to the doctors, they were like, you got full-blown AIDS, but you got the people who are HIV positive. However, at the same time, they didn't have the medicine at the time to calm it down. So that's why people was dying at the same time. And I'm not trying to go off the topic. This is where I get to this coronavirus stuff. Mm-hmm. How is it that y'all found a vaccine for this that quick, but it took y'all years to find a pill to calm the AIDS down?
And I want you to, because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people are watching. They don't know the difference between or what caused you to be full blown, what steps it's for you to be undetectable. Just different things. So explain to the people, help the people understand, the viral lobes and what does it take for you to be undetectable? What does it take for you to be full blown? Help the people out. And those who are watching, if you have any questions as well, I see y'all popping in on the comment box. So ask questions and I'll definitely get to them.
Right. So first off, I want to tell everybody that when you get tested and they say you're positive, it's not a death sentence. Do not panic. Please do not panic. Do not panic. It's not the end of your life. However, your life is going to change just a tad bit. Okay, so HIV, the difference between HIV and AIDS. HIV is it's immune deficiency. So therefore, you got a code, you're gonna get sicker than the regular person.
The average.
Because your immune system is weaker. However, my medicine, I take Biktarvy. Best
Okay.
medicine out. I swear. Um, you take Biktarvy and you take it on a regular basis, scheduled wise. Um, your immune system is gonna either be back to normal or even better.
Hmm.
Um, now how you get AIDS is you just sit there and don't do nothing. You just sit there and don't do nothing. You don't go to your doctor's appointment.
Right.
You don't take your pills. You don't eat right. You don't drink right. Like nothing like that. That's how you get AIDS. You don't take care of yourself. You don't know nothing. You didn't even decide to go to the doctors.
You just gave up. It's just
You
like
you literally just gave up.
it's the end of the world. I ain't
And
finna fight
I
no
want to
more.
and this is one thing I want to tell everybody. And I have a lot of people in my life that go through this. They find out that they have HIV. They don't go to the doctor. They turn to the hard drugs. That's going to speed the process. That will speed the process. And one thing I want you to understand, do not think about yourself. Think about your people, the people that has been by you. Please, because it's been many funerals that I have gone to where the person has literally just gave up. I could literally talk to that person a day ago, and boom,
Boom. They gone.
you cannot drugs, hard drugs. You could smoke a little weed. That's fine. That's better, actually. Nobody says that, but that's better. But you can smoke a little weed.
Look, smoke your little weed, get a little
Smoke your
high,
little weed.
get a little
Keep
high,
smoking your little
and
weed.
be
But
okay.
all that other chemical stuff, it progresses on the virus and weakens the immune system. So therefore, that virus is going to take over your body, and boom, next thing, like you got AIDS, and you're like everybody's gonna wonder how you die, and when it comes out, it's gonna break their heart because they're not gonna know what to think. Did he know? Did he not know?
Right. Did he know? Before I start asking you more questions, someone in the comment box said, "Have you forgiven your friend, or is it still any blame?"
Me and him forgave each other.
Okay.
He's literally like one of my close friends. Here's my thing. I'm not saying I'm a soft person, but I had to understand, and this is where therapy comes through.
Mm.
I had to understand stuff happens in life. In that situation, he wasn't educated. That
Okay.
was my friend before we became lovers,
Okay.
and he was a good friend. So why would I just sit there and just like he's a really like he supports anything I do. I support anything he does. That's how close we are. However, it will never be another relationship.
Okay. And some things are not meant to be.
Exactly.
And you know, when you talk to people, when you say, you know, just having conversation, everything is meant to happen for a reason. He
Mm-hmm.
was meant to come in your life, and it's sad to say in a way, you know, unfortunately, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But out of it, you gained a good friend. You
Exactly.
still living a healthy life. You're here today. You didn't
Right.
give up.
Right.
So different things happen to certain people, and it's people who are coming in here. I see one person that come in and say, you know, that he's positive as well, and that, you know, that this is good, that, you know, people are talking about it because, like you say, a long time it was swept under the rug. It wasn't things that people talked about,
Right.
you know, and definitely parents. this is, I feel, just talking, because I have friends who are positive, and
Mm-hmm.
just talking to them, this is a parent's worst nightmare. This
Right.
is your worst nightmare, especially coming in as a young gay black male. And a lot, like you say, I'm glad that it's more educational now. It's more things that you can learn
Right.
about, and different things. And also, for those who don't know what PrEP is a pre-exposure to help you not to remain negative. For those who are negative, you have to
Yeah.
be negative to stay on there, and
Right.
it helps you prevent HIV and all the things that come along with it.
Now, I will say, just because you take PrEP doesn't mean you have to stop going to the doctor. Keep on going to the doctor, please, and
Say
thank
that
you.
again, because the people in the back ain't hear you.
Just because you take PrEP doesn't mean you don't have to go to the doctor. You are not immune from anything.
Right.
Keep on going to the doctor. Get them stats.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Those who are over here, I see somebody on here, 3T Buck 2. Come over to YouTube. I see them saying, Deep Breath Mikey, we love you, bro. Someone said that's my brother. So y'all who are over here on Instagram, come over to YouTube. I see people jumping in and out. Coming over to YouTube so you can see the actual show. It's on YouTube at The Real Keon Stafford. And just click the link and you'll be here with us. So yeah, I know a lot of people that are on PrEP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on PrEP myself. I've been on it for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
for about 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a god brother who died from it, and for a long time, that's what stopped me from coming out, because it was just like, you're brought up with, hey, you be gay, this is what you're gonna have, and
Mm-hmm.
he died at 17 from it. So we found out in January, April, he was gone. So it's just like, whoa, I can't go down that road. So that was a thing that stopped me from coming out for a long time as well, because of the fear. The fear is just now.
And it's a big fear. It's really a big fear. It's a huge. It's kind of it's kind of worse than coming out as gay,
Yeah.
because it's just like, okay, your people have to worry about, okay, my friend or my son gotta worry about, okay, they're gay, that's fine, okay, I'm cool, but now you have what the stigma is teaching you.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're looking down at you like, I told you so. When we can't help it.
You said something not too long ago, and it stuck out to me. You said we forgave each other.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that? Because
Okay.
at the beginning you said he gave it to you. So what did you mean by we forgave each other?
We forgave each other because, okay, I forgave him because when we said we had to sit down and talk,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't know. He didn't know what he had. However, he told me during the relationship, it was very much cheating going on.
Okay.
It was one specific person, and I'm literally gonna pin it on this person. I'm not gonna say their name. I'm gonna pin it on this person because okay, so it was a couple
Take
friends
your
in
time, take your time.
because I said I was gonna unpack everything. It was a couple of friends that I had,
Okay.
that he has had with,
Okay.
and I know it wasn't them.
Okay.
I damn near know it wasn't them because they are healthy till this day, even though we don't talk.
Okay.
Atlanta is small, and there's only two. There's no shade to nobody. Hold on, let me change the color. No shade to nobody. No shade to nobody, but it's literally probably three major places in Atlanta, Midtown specifically, that you could go to where you could see everybody.
I know one of them, baby. They jump on Thursdays and Saturdays, baby. We going to Poodles, baby.
But
I'm going
anyways,
straight to Poodles.
I had forgave him for that because honestly, that person was a little mentally ill,
Okay.
and him being a bisexual man, he just felt like he didn't need to do that.
Right.
So I forgave him, and that's my friend. That's my friend. Yeah, we fight. Yeah, we might get bloody, but you're my friend. You are like, you know everything about me. I know everything about you. I fought for you. You fought for me. So, I mean, that's what it was.
And to hear you just sit up here and talk about it, which, like I said, I have friends who are positive, and some of my friends still to this day can't sit and have a full conversation.
You got to get over it. It happened. It happened. You got to get over the part that it happened. It happened.
It happened. It happened.
Move on with your life. You cannot. One thing I learned is you cannot move on with this life with grief from somebody else, because this is going to make your life difficult.
Difficult, right?
Your mindset, you will never concentrate on what you want to do when you have that grief, that all that crap behind you. Once you get off track, you're going to go back then, and then you're going to go back. You don't want to go back. You got to talk to the person. You have to break the barriers. You have to unpack it. You have to understand it, and you have to get past it. Accept it, because you're not accepting it for them. You're accepting it for yourself. And don't you want yourself to be the better of anything? Period.
Right.
So I will tell everybody out there, if you're holding anything on you, attack it. Get rid of it and move on.
Let me tell you, that's a word just in itself right there. Like you said, a lot of people they don't want to accept it. They think it's the end of the world. They don't want to move forward. And mostly two things. People don't like to go get tested, and people don't like to face who have gave it to them.
You know where that comes from, right?
Where?
It comes from our bringing up.
I said that a couple of sentences
ago. You said that a couple of
times through the live.
It literally comes up where we were bringing up our parents, especially as Black people.
Us.
Y'all
hear that right? Us.
All this. You have to, like, they sat there and said, you're sick, get some Robitussin. Oh, you feel like killing yourself? Get some Robitussin. Like, it was very much, my child has this going on. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to sweep it under the rug.
Pray about it. Go to church. That's what. Pray about it.
That is not going to do nothing.
I'm going to pray this off of you. This is not going to be.
But the thing is, you could sit there and pray about it, and people, the thing about prayer is you pray about it, but you have to take action.
Come on now.
You can't just pray about it and wait. You look stupid. You're going to be in line, all the way in the back of the line. Pray about it, do something about it, and you'll get where you're going.
If you had to look back or do things different from 2017 Mikey to 2021 Mikey, what would it be?
Nothing.
Why?
because I literally like the life that I'm living.
Okay.
I love the life that I'm living. I'm very comfortable, and like I love me. I
Okay.
love who I am. I love who I became. I love that I have a story to tell. And I
Okay.
love that when I tell that story, it could change other people's lives.
It can change it. Right.
I used to be a born ass bitch. I used to sit there and you could ask the people that we know. I used to be a born ass bitch and I would tag along with everybody. No, I have a story to tell right now.
Right. Right.
And my story could touch many people. And it's not even the people in the United States. It could touch the people around the world. Because a lot of people deal with this shit.
A lot of people deal with it. How do you deal with dating now?
Okay.
When dating, how do you deal with it now? What
Hold on
what
real quick.
advice that you would give
I
to
gotta change the color real quick. We gonna go
all
for
right,
blue.
bitch, we done went to purple. Purple with some good style. That's a good color now.
Okay, so honestly, I'm vocal.
Okay.
I'm vocal. I'm vocal
All right.
about what I am, who I am, what I am, all that. If you see on if anybody on this chat, if you see my jacked or my grinder, it says I am feminine. I do makeup, so that got 3/4 of the people out of here. I want a relationship, so this I'm very confident when I date.
Okay.
However, and I'm not gonna lie, I have gotten to the point where I may have been a little desperate.
Oh, elaborate on that.
Trade.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
You see?
Oh.
You see? You see?
You went to
Trade.
trade. You went back to trade.
Trade, give me a little attention. I'll be like, hey.
Hey, what's the trade?
But yeah, it's just like, but that was early. Like I literally got over that earlier on last year.
Okay.
But now I know who I am. I just ended something with somebody who I was dating. Because I know what I want. I know how I want to communicate, and you wasn't meeting that. I'm just dating right now. However, my parents are sitting here pressuring me on kids. So therefore, I'm not trying to rush myself, but if there's anybody out there who likes femmes,
Child, he done came on the show. Y'all, he done came on the show, y'all, and trying to recruit a man. He trying to recruit a man, y'all. So
I can hold my
there,
own.
honey. He said he filmed and he like to wear makeup and he do what he do. So that's y'all see his Instagram scrolling right across the screen right there. Mikey_Banks92. So look, don't be surprised that he's jumping in your inbox now. I don't want to
Okay.
Kiana got me a man.
Okay.
Now
You gonna be at the wedding.
If it work out, give me some praise. But baby, if it don't
I
work
sure
out,
will.
I don't want to
I sure
hear it now
will.
if it don't work out.
But yeah, dating is it's not hard. I'm 28. So
Okay.
I've learned that some things are for some people, some things are not. I've gotten to that point. You don't like me? Oh well. On to the next.
On to the next. Mm-hmm. And now I will say this. And like I said, I come out say the real shit. Back then, before I got educated, even too, that's not my story now, or anyone, no one that I'm dating now.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, if you would have came to me and said I was positive, I would have probably backed off. Like, oh no, because like you say, lack of education. What you're brought up and taught. Hey, if you know, everybody's scared. Wait, I want that. Oh no, You look at it as disgusting, or oh my god, it's a disease.
I'm gonna catch it. Oh my god,
you're right. But being educated and, you know, learning and growing. And like I said, I'm on prep. I've been on prep for a long time. It's to protect me, number one. But
Yeah.
also, like you say, not everybody is up front. Not
Right.
everybody is going to come and say, hey, let's go
They
get
don't.
tested.
Not everybody knows.
Not everybody know. You know, so it's very much so, okay, I got to protect myself, but I still got to live my life and love at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, it's definitely a difference, you know. So for those who out there, if you are struggling with coming out with being positive, or if you don't know your status, go get tested, talk to somebody, reach
Go
out
to
to people.
and listen. My inbox is always open. My inbox is always open, and you can find me on Clubhouse. Listen, we could talk about it. We could talk about it. It's a whole bunch of people that I know on Clubhouse that have it, and we talk
Right.
about this probably once a week.
And you know, I have Clubhouse. I haven't reached out. Well, I haven't really dived into it.
You need to get into it.
But a lot of people have said, Ken, you need to get into it. Like
You need to get into it.
What is the difference? I know we're jumping off topic, but what's different from Clubhouse than every other site?
So
Or
Clubhouse, okay. So with Facebook is full with the whole bunch of like, you're limited of the people that you could interact with.
okay.
But once you follow people on Clubhouse, you get to know the people that they follow or the rooms that they go in. So I can know, okay, so for instance, is this person on Clubhouse? In facts, she pings me to every room, but she knows Joe Budden, Tokyo Vanity, all that. So she'll ping me in and bring me on stage. I might not be a mod or be on a panel or whatever like that, but that's cool. I'm on stage, so I can get to say what I want to say. So I get to plug whatever I want to plug.
Okay.
However, I'm really strong in the lesbian scene. I'm not really strong in the gay scene because it's not really that big like that. But the lesbian scene on Clubhouse is really big. And so I don't know if you see my homegirl. You remember when I squealed out Queen? Queen is my homegirl on Clubhouse. And even outside of Clubhouse.
Here she go right here.
There go my baby. There go my baby.
Here she go, love Queen.
But yeah, any group that she's in, she pings me up as a moderator. That basically is a panel of judges.
Okay.
That get to say whatever they want to say, and that everybody who comes in the room follows you. Okay. So you need to get to that point. Go to Clubhouse. I'm gonna look more into it. I am.
Like I said, someone invited me to Clubhouse, and I set up my page and everything, but I just never really had the time to just dig into it. So I'm gonna look more into it. Like I tell them all the time, those who have been following me, it's a year of elevation where we're growing, we're elevating, and we're
2021 has been a blessing lately, except for that bitch Marjorie. Anyways.
Not Marjorie. But no, so I'm gonna open the floor to you. Do you have any questions? Anything you would like to ask? Anything you would like to share?
I do want to add something.
I'm gonna jump back to y'all in the comment box. I just want to open up the floor to Mikey because I know we'd have drilled him a little bit and we'd have asked him
a little bit. That was a teeny bit. That was it. I do want to add something. My life now, I'm comfortable. I may complain a lot.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm comfortable. Last year, I was living in a hotel for Corona. Corona had fucked me up. But I'm in a house right now. I may have roommates, but I'm in a house. I'm very in tune with myself. My parents, when I told them, they were shocked. They was heartbroken, all that. My mother, right now, is my best friend. She's getting on my nerves, but she's my best friend. My mother calls me every day. Sometimes I have to ignore her because I'm probably getting to know somebody else. My sister is my number one cheerleader. I have two best friends, Izzy. I don't know if they're on here. Izzy and Nino. Um, they're my ride or my die, my ride or die. But I get to this. I put my drink down because I might get a little emotional about this. In 2019, on January 6th or January 4th, the person that you know about gay families, right?
Hmm.
My gay father, and we've known each other for probably a couple months, but I knew this was the older me.
Okay.
He was literally like probably 12 years older than me. He was my everything. Not romantically, but he was just like my mother, my father. He was my confidant. He was my everything that I had to go through. He was that.
Hmm.
I lost him.
Hmm.
I lost him, and people, you find out that you lose them. Me and my best friend saw him take his last breath. I just want to say, because he was going through the same thing I was going through, HIV, but he was taking different medicine. He was taking old medicine.
Mm.
He wasn't taking he wasn't taking Biktarvy. He was taking Truvada,
Mm.
and that messes with your kidneys
Kidneys and
and gives you
everything. Yeah.
seizures. And that's what happened. I lost him. I want to say I am not a perfect person. I'm not going to say that, no, I didn't do this. I know I didn't do that. I did drugs. I did coke. I did Tina. I did everything just to get through that situation.
That situation.
However, you have to listen. You have to remember the people that you love. If here or gone, listen. Please listen. Because when you listen, it's going to bring you to a lighter space. I have been clean since June of last year. Granted, I have lost a lot of friends, but I'm clean. No coke, no Tina, no. All I do is drink.
And not to cut you off, say I'm drug free.
I'm drug
Uh,
free.
don't use the word clean. Yeah, I have learned this in the
Oh yeah. Oh, the
yeah,
feds, the feds, the
yeah,
feds, the feds.
yeah.
I'm
I have
clean.
learned this in the interview, not to say that because that's in the interview. Someone actually checked me because I was like, clean and this. Use the proper term, so you're now drug free.
I'm drug free.
Okay.
I'm literally drug free. Like I don't smoke marijuana. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't do, white girl. I don't do Tina. I don't do nothing that like that no more. However, I do drink. I do drink, but
We
my
all drink.
drink.
Everybody drop y'all glasses. we we drink over here, baby. We definitely drink over here. Y'all
But
see?
yeah, I don't do anything that will cloud my mind. So yeah, I want to say that whoever in this room in this chat is HIV positive, you don't have to say who you are. The drugs, the hard drugs, the chemical drugs, the ones that are man-made, stay away from them because it's gonna kill you faster. Period. That's it. That's all I want to say. Boom.
I want to say I appreciate you coming on here and just giving a word, giving courage, giving hope, giving everything to people that are still battling with coming out of the closet, coming out
Right.
saying, hey, I am positive, coming out just to be free. A lot of people, like you say, we sweep this under the rug. A lot of people are ashamed because
Mhm.
of our upbringing. A
Mhm.
lot of people
Right.
just don't want nobody to know. And you definitely have people who are even to today, they're still just out there sleeping around, won't tell nobody, hey, this is me, this is what have happened to me. People ain't going to take their medicine.
Right.
So I definitely applaud you for definitely just coming out and definitely just accepting saying, hey, I want you to come on the show. I want to talk about this. It's something that we need to just talk in,
Right.
especially being
And the stigma, because it's this stigma that is really nasty to me, and I hate it. I hate it so bad. They just think that we got HIV, we gonna die. Nah. I know people that got HIV that has been living for 60, 70 years.
years, right?
So,
But
so stop.
it's all about how you take care of yourself. It's all about
Exactly.
your mindset. It's all about
And your
not giving
mouthpiece.
up,
Your
not
mouthpiece.
giving up. A lot
Uh,
of
period. Not giving a damn.
not giving up. That's the thing. In my I applaud people who are living with it. Like I say, I have friends who are definitely living with it. And they come to me. Everybody come to me, and just talk to me and just tell me different things. And you know, I haven't experienced that. But I'm here for the people who have experienced it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm not the one to bash them. A lot of people bash them.
Right, they do.
And that's the first thing people say, and I have heard numerous of times, when you get mad with somebody, oh, you faggot, oh, that's why you're gonna die of AIDS, and
Right. That's the first thing they say. But mind you, this little T, the people have said that. Got it. Karma.
Be
I mean,
careful
watch
what
what
you
you
say.
say. Watch how
What you
you have
say.
your watch your energy towards people.
Right. And that's why I have learned to watch what I say, especially being on the platform, especially just talking to people in general. Because you can say something to offend somebody, you'll never know it.
Right.
And people would get on there, they will bash you, they will say all these things about you, and you be like, oh my God, I never knew I said this or did this. But conversations opening up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I said, I applaud you. I'm glad that you came on here.
I thank you for giving me the platform to do this.
And you'll be back soon.
Period.
You'll be back soon. We won't maybe talk about being HIV positive, but we definitely have some different things. Just talk about. I love connecting with our brothers. Definitely people that are in the community. It's a lot of negativity that goes on. There's not too much positivity that people actually bring to the community and bring to the table.
I need you to come on Clubhouse. So you come
Look, I'm going to look on and I'm going to get on Clubhouse. Like I tell the people, it's elevating this year. I stuck to that.
Yeah, it's gonna broaden everything. You gonna have ideas.
Yeah. And I'm gonna join you. I'm about to that. I'm about to because I have my page already set up. So I'm about to say, so y'all hold me accountable. Now don't tell me every day because they'll get on here and write you. Keon,
is Queen still here? Queen, tell him.
No, but Queen, for those who are Mikey's followers, if you are not following me, follow me on Instagram at The Real Keon Stafford. Follow me on YouTube at The Real Keon Stafford. If you have anything, write me. I'm open. I definitely talk to people. I write back. I'm not one of those people who think I'm on my high horse and don't respond to people. I definitely respond to people.
He does.
I engage. So definitely I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Those who have been supporting me for a long time. Thank you so much. Mikey, once again, thank you for coming on. Y'all tune in. We go live weekly. I just switch the days to Thursdays. If I do a special night, it would definitely be advertised. I would definitely post it. So
Mhm.
I will see you guys next week. I have another guest coming on next week. I have a couple of guests lined up. As I
Ooh.
tell y'all, each week it gets better and better and better. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, all those Laura. Thank you, everybody who just tune in and support me weekly. I love y'all. Mikey, thank you once again. For those who are on Instagram, if you're still on Instagram, run over to YouTube and definitely follow me on YouTube, Instagram. Everything is the real Keon Stafford. I don't know if anybody has sent things through the Cash App tonight, but the Cash App is the real, well, Keon Stafford, and PO Box
Keon Stafford.
is scrolling across 19035 Atlanta, Georgia 31119. So thank y'all again. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.